What is going on, guys? We are back with the Primetime League. Week 12 it is. We are now 7-3. We took a loss in Sim to a 1-7 team. Then we lost poorly last week against our division rival Panthers 34-0. Just nothing went well for us at all. Just a terrible game. We released Brock Osweiler from there, and then we picked up Connor Cook, who I believe it was actually just off the either practice squad or just straight up roster from the Saints, who is our opponent currently. You could see in the hunt is the 6-4 Saints and the 6-4 Giants, so we really need this win to go ahead. Not only is it a divisional game, but we're going to lose our wildcard spot soon if we don't continue winning. And you can see already that the Panthers are 8-3, moving on past us quite a bit. We were in the lead of the division for a while, and we lost it. Deion Jones taking the ball away from the Saints there with a pick. Huge stuff from him because I think he is number 5 currently on the list of Defensive Player of the Year candidates. And starting off early with a run from one of the actual league MVP candidates, Devontae Freeman, who is up to, I believe, 3rd for MVP ranking, which I don't know if he can get it done, but he's still got a decent chance. We do get a field goal after failing to convert on 3rd down, and Jeromepkr is going to run this all the way in. Very hard man to stop. He might only be a 59 overall, and he's got low carrying. He doesn't seem to fumble much, at least from where our experience is playing him, and he's very fast. 3rd and 3, Devontae Freeman. Speaking of speed, really wish we could have had some speed there, but he spun around, which is a terrible animation to take. Huge hit by a defensive tackle on Jeromepkr after we had to punt the ball away. 2nd and 11, rolling out to the left, throwing right into, I believe, Connor Barwin, who doesn't go for the pick at all. Either way, it is 3rd and 11 for our defense, which has been pretty good all year. Can we get a stop is the question. Throwing it right into coverage. Should have been picked off. Don't know why it wasn't, but it's going to be a punt to Cardona, who's been rather dangerous. He hasn't done a whole lot, but he's had very great amount of close calls for touchdowns on the return. And Freeman, speaking of close calls, should have been a touchdown. Wilson just doesn't go for the block. That is one of many things that doesn't go our way this game. And on 2nd and 3, rolling to the left, we are going to find Hooper, who is wide open and runs into the end zone, powering through it, guys. So we are now up 10-7. Not a bad score at all, considering we couldn't even put up any points last week. Somehow dropped again. Another pick that should have happened, and it isn't. So already off to a really bad start with not making sense of our turnovers. Should have forced a few by now. I know we got one with Deion Jones, but that's not enough. I mean, that was just a gimme. Some of these other ones, they're also gimmies. It's just we're not finishing the play. 1st and 10 from about midfield. Throwing it, and I'm not saying that should have been picked, but once again, very easily ball to pick off, to be honest. 3rd and 10 here from about midfield again, and that's going to be wide open to the outside to Sneed, who is going to convert for the 1st down. 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line, running the pitch to the left, and we actually have it called. Our defense for the run has actually been all right this game. We just gave up that huge swing pass, which, let's be honest, we're going to call that a run. It's not really a pass. I know it is technically, but I mean, I meant to say, yeah, it is a pass. What am I talking about, run? That's what I meant to say. I knew something was off. Speaking of off, a little bit of that read, considering we got a user lurk. Good old Bait City with the newly acquired Telvin Smith. I believe we got him last. No, was it? I think it was actually this year, early this year. 2nd and 11, rolling to the left. Connor Cook looking to unload, and he does unload the football to the ground, which is going to be a recovery for the Saints for a touchdown. Absolutely horrendous. 5 minutes in the second, Cardona's getting a chance to return it, and he brings it back to almost the 30-yard line. Once again, like I said, very close most games to getting a touchdown on the return. And there, a great throw to Hooper, who's going to run a man over for the 1st down as Connor Cook gets hit. 5 for 5. Connor Cook, who is looking really good, has to play at least another game or two until Matt Ryan returns. And Julio Jones doesn't bring it down. He really hasn't been himself ever since Matt Ryan has left. But right now, it seems like he has a decent quarterback because Connor Cook is delivering the ball pretty damn well. 1st and 10 from about midfield. Freeman has a little bit of room, cutting inside, rumbling and bumbling. He's got room. He's making a move all the way down to the 16-yard line. That could have been one of our better touchdowns on the season. But, of course, we can now finish it 3rd and 8. Stepping up, and another fumble. Could have been recovered by the defense again. It isn't, so we are going to take our field goal there. Down by 1. 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Looks like another swing pass. It isn't. Stepping back, and somehow not intercepted again. Don't know how that wasn't picked, but either way, it's a first down. Nonetheless, 1st and 10. Dropping back to throw. Rolling to the left. Throwing as he's getting hit. It looked as if that could have been a fumble. Hit from behind, hit the arm before he threw it, but it's a throwaway nonetheless. 2nd and 10. Making it to exactly the midfield point on that throw. 40 seconds left to try to score. 2nd and 15, and somehow caught into traffic there by the Saints. 2nd and 1. 18 seconds left. 14 yards to go. Looking for the throws. Got the tight end in the flat, and he's going to dive in for the end zone, and he gets the score. 2nd and 7. Huge hole in the middle, but it's a play action instead. Looking for someone to throw to right before the half is over, and we do find Wilson, but it's not going to go for much. Little stat padding time, I guess. So it is halftime. We are down by, I believe, 8 points here. 2nd and 1, and it's dropped by Hooper. Not an easy catch to make. You want him to make that catch, but it's not something I'm going to get too mad about dropping. 3rd and 1, really need to convert here. Are we going to do so? There's a little bit of pressure, and nobody wants to get open, really. Hooper seemed to be open, but he wasn't as quite as we thought. 1st and 10, run to the outside, and there goes Dree again. The man is almost unstoppable, especially when somehow that offensive line is playing really well. Our defensive line, we're trying to get the pass rush going. Our best playmaker is Beasley, and his stats really aren't that great. Luckily, he does have superstar development trait. Running to the left side, Devontae Freeman, another guy with superstar. 2nd and 8. Huge pressure, but Julio Jones does come down with the catch. Connor Cook, once again, delivering some really good passes this game. That was a little behind, but Hooper makes the catch. It's good enough. Glad we moved Hooper back into the starting role, though. And speaking of starting role, maybe a new fucking center needs to come along. Sorry about the swear there. 4th and 5, we're going to go for our field goal. Or are we? Mike Glennon delivering a strike. Jake Matthews with the catch down to the 10-yard line. That is an amazing call. In this league, you get to go for one fake special teams play a game. How the hell did a holding penalty happen within under a second? We hiked it and threw it the moment we got the ball snapped to us. But yeah, I haven't went for a fake special teams play all series. Last season or this season. I know we joined late last season, but so far we've played at least a season worth of games. And look at the play on 3rd and goal. Look at the rollout. Connor Cook delivering a perfect ball on the playmaker to Hooper. 3rd and 1, 2 minutes left in the third. Down by 8. Not a great score to be down by. Drew Archer getting hit again. No fumbles and no signs of fumbling. I'm a little surprised. We haven't hit him super, super hard. But at the end of the day, he does have really low carry, and he should drop it every once in a while just for the hell of it. And there you go. Willie Snead making a catch and throwing Neal down, surprisingly, who has superstar development trait, by the way. We got it last game. 22 years old with superstar, I believe. That's amazing. Huge hit to the outside. Another potential pick, but a little bit off. Not going to blame him in that. Somebody should have came up for the pick, and it just doesn't happen. We're down by 11. Start of the 4th. Cardona, can you make something happen for us? He looks like he will. And it's this stupid animation where instead of your guy just kind of slowing down, he bumps into him and comes to just about a complete stop. 1st and 10. Here comes the throw, and Hooper drops it wide open. Very glad it wasn't intercepted. Obviously, we wanted the catch, but that's not going to happen. 3rd and 8. Got to go for it now on 4th and 16 after the sack. Can we find someone? And looking back to throw. Somehow our offensive line completely collapses. Gets sacked. So our chances are looking low. But at the end of the day, if we hold to a field goal, it's still only a 2-possession game. So we still have chance. We still have the light at the end of the tunnel. The tunnel's getting a little longer, but guys like Deion Jones can keep us in this game. That was a huge play by us. User to force 3rd and 6. Can we force a 4th down? We really need it. Wide open lane, and the defensive line actually comes through there, and it's going to be a field goal, so only down by 14. 3rd and 6, though. This is clutch. Julio Jones. Who else would you go to? apparently anyone else, because EA really loves to shaft us. A possession catch to Julio Jones wide open, and he drops it, leading to an interception. A little bit of a delay in between because we were talking and or messaging, and even Mini Flamingo was kind of like, what is going on? This is a little weird, but I mean, he's a fun opponent to play against, and it's still not over. Look at the throws though. As much as it's not a great decision or he's not wide open, Connor Cook has delivered some really good passes. I feel good about the future with him. Speaking of that, look at the throw. Obviously, Matt Ryan's going to take the helm again, unless Connor Cook really steps up, because of course, Connor Cook is much younger than Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan has no upgrade potential. Look at the throw there. And Connor Cook almost has 8,000 XP. So, I mean, he's got a good chance. And throw it to the left side. Hooper had a very good game. He's probably on the thumbnail, I would assume. First and goal. Going to run an 8-yard line. This seems to be a really good call. Very sneaky. And Freeman gets about 4. Doesn't quite get there. Third and goal after another failed run. 1 minute and 10 seconds. Cook with a dot for days to Sanu in the back of the end zone. So, I mean, we still have a chance. 3rd and 7, one timeout. We can get the ball back, try to score, kick an onside kick, and we're in it. Not a lot to hope for, but at the end of the day, we do get the stop. Sadly, he does make the field goal, which makes this physically impossible. Well, not physically, but virtually. Let's call it physically impossible at this point. And now 100% it is over. We're going to play one last play. We need like 20 yards for 100. Can't quite get it, which is a little rough. Freeman's kind of been falling off a little bit each and every game, but we had a really damn good game here. Caught a lot of unlucky breaks. And speaking of catching things, maybe we'd have got a couple more of those picks, we wouldn't have been in this such of a loss. But props to the opponent. I really think we should have won that game. We were next to flawless, I think. We made the most of our possessions. Things didn't go our way. I mean, defensively, we made plays, and no one wanted to pick the ball. We had about 3 or 4 picks we left on the board. You had the fumble that turned into a touchdown. I mean, that's debatable. I mean, lots of really bad, like the kick return touchdown, Devontae Freeman running in a touchdown that, like, he bumped off and it stopped him. So many plays, like, it could have been a completely, like, this could have been easily a 40-14 game, us winning. Who knows? But obviously, what we do know is we are staring at 3 straight losses, 7-4. Don't know if the Saints were able to take our wild card spot just yet. They might have, but we do have another matchup, Week 17. The division or just the wild card spot could come down to it right there at the end. Hopefully that's not the case, but of course, can't control everything. Here we're close to development trade for Ricardo Allen. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know how you're enjoying the series, and hopefully you guys come back for next video. Tomorrow is seasons, then Wednesday is some sort of rebuild, potentially the fantasy style. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you come back for next video. But until next video, see ya!